Since we are taking this week off from calisthenics, all things that could affect my shoulders because I may have overworked them a little bit with planches and human flags, we're gonna stretch today. This is something I do every week. I've actually upped it the last couple weeks. Smart, I know. I'm gonna show you what I do for stretches and some that I figure are quite important just for general mobility as well as, yeah. We're gonna start with some circles. These definitely get things warming up. We don't wanna stretch the shoulders cold. So these babies will do the trick. This is something I do every time I used to warm up before pole fitness. Because pole fitness is brutal on shoulders, especially if you do stuff like the twisted grip, handsprings into iron X's, kind of the human flag stuff. Dead hangs, I would say, are one of those really key important stretches to do basically for the rest of your life. This helps keep the shoulders opened. I was told that it helps lift the cap of the shoulder and create space inside, something like that. So if you have a shoulder injury, these are supposed to be fabulous for that, as well as preventing injury. Oh, and just to be able to do this, I injured myself once, I don't know how, and I couldn't hang like this, and it kind of scared me because how can you just not hang anymore? I was like, no, I'm not losing this ability to be able to hang like a monkey on the monkey bars. It's passive and yet kind of helps warm the shoulders up. So again, shoulder mobility work here. This definitely gets them heated up, and something I should be doing on a regular basis, but I've only just picked this up the last couple weeks. And I can definitely feel the stiffness of this movement. So I will do a couple sets of these. When I was a little kid, a teen, whatever, you know how you put one hand here and the other one, and you connect your hands, and yeah, I can't do that anymore. In fact, a couple weeks ago, I was really bad at it, so I began stretching with this elastic band. Flippin' love it, already noticing a difference. These are ones that I don't ever want to quit doing either, because what if you have, your back is itchy way up here and you can't reach it anymore? No, just because I'm in my 40s and getting closer and closer to 50 does not mean I have to lose my mobility. That is why I've been upping my stretching, not just so that I can still do my calisthenics, but so that I still have mobility in day-to-day life. Grab onto it, come in behind, and let it pull. And then I'll take my back hand here and even tug it a little bit more gently. So I'm stretching my shoulder out as well as the top arm, stretching my tricep. And I can really, really feel it giving a good pull on that shoulder. Again, I'm not reefing on it. I'm being gentle. Now this is my sore shoulder. You can really feel it pulling in a not nice way. This seems like an illegal thing to do to your body, but oh my goodness. Ooh, breathe. Switch sides. This is actually my fourth set, and the shoulder right now, it's calming down a little. Still doing some vibrating, but I feel like it's stretching a little more. Whew. Man, this one's crazy. Whew. I think we are gonna call that stretch, we're gonna call that good. Moving on. I think of handstands when I do these, getting that flexibility with the shoulders. So this is really a flexibility movement than anything. I can feel that pulling back in the shoulder blades as well. It's a really good, I really like this stretch. Maybe we should do a vacuum since we're here. I can't do a vacuum standing straight up, but if I bend down a bit, I can get that position and get it sucked up and in. Let's see how well I can do. So all the air out. It makes you look so tiny here and here. It's crazy. I always wondered how women could have such a narrow form here. Well, if you do a vacuum. Gotta try one more. Okay. All right, this one, oof, I really like this one. So I'm gonna come down, arch the back, up, around everything. Hold it down here for a minute. Let's end it off with a few more vacuums. Vacuums I probably do about once a week. They say it's good for your guts to be able to suck them all up. I don't know. Definitely not something you can breathe through because you're holding your breath the whole time. I love how this really connects me to my core, and I'm hoping what it also does is keeps my core strong, my core set muscles, keeps them firm and in place so that as I get older and get close to age 50, I don't lose the tightness and I don't become lazy. Shoulders are still a little bit achy. Certain movements, I can feel it. This movement, but I got 4 more days before calisthenics begins again. Push day, which means that's planches and human flags. That was a half hour of stretching. Typically, I will do back as well as chest, but for today, we're just keeping it to the shoulders and a few vacuums. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for following me on my calisthenics journey and the things I do between the calisthenics to be able to stay mobile and flexible and young. Until next time, bye-bye.